I think this significantly benefits the Shadow Fiend. Having the Bane splitting experience with the TA has already put Shadow Fiend ahead of the TA in experience by about half a level.
Yeah. Juggernaut's leading with 3 right now, tied with Shadow Fiend and Tidehunter, which is really good for Dilecom. Oh wait, the other team is 3 as well. So just check the rest of this XP. So Shadow Fiend's about to pop. Templar Assassin not getting last hits, not about to pop at all, so...
And the Quap is not doing quite as well as she should be against a solo melee offlane. I would have even spotted that AA laying down that ward if he was watching inventories enough. He's going to do a little creep pull.
AA has seen this creep pull coming and decided he is not going to let him have it. Well played by Vestius. And it looks like Jubileo is going down again for the same combo. The Thunder Strike and the spin. It's just too hard for him.
We were talking about this earlier, how this is kind of a dangerous lane for him. I'm surprised that they didn't put Quap in the off lane, and they might rotate.
Well, even if you put Quap there, the glimpse from Disruptor can be a big problem. Bane is flirting with going on this Tidehunter, but the lane is just pushed too far back for them to get any work done.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of lane control for a solo off-lane melee against this Quap. They're really not harassing.
Winter Wyvern going on Leposo with the help of the Shadow Fiend. The raise is on the mark, and the TA falls.
This is where Wyvern is so strong. She's a great roamer. She's not quite as good as Tusk, but she's already level 3, and well ahead.
Jubileo's coming in to get his revenge, but I don't think it's going to happen. Dilecom period. He's salving up. Jubileo just went in at just barely the wrong time, and now he's getting the Blade Fury in his face. It's very possible. Yep, there's a glimpse, and he's going to go the way of the dust as before. 1 or 2 more right clicks from Jug could finish him off. Winter Wyvern is here to pick up the last hit. Oh, the surge.
Oh,
Disruptor cuts through the trees.
Oh!
Well played on all parties.
Disruptor. That was pretty amazing, cutting through the trees so he could get there and not allow the deny.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Firo having the map sense to come out down from the mid lane to secure that kill.
Yeah, doing a great job. He's ahead of both of the Dire supports by quite a ways, and he's been involved in let's see, 2 out of the 4 kills.
Top tower is under attack.
Really, love it.
I expect things will start calming down. I mean, if this Darkseer is smart, he will start staying back and just getting some last hits from
Yeah, I think you might have cursed the game when you said we were going to have a calm laning phase.
Yeah, well, that's what happened.
Over a kill a minute. And this Shadow Fiend is taunting a lot. Must have some ADD fingers. Needs to be hitting that taunt button.
The Bane is actually going for like a position 3, not really support, making the AA buy all the support items. It looks like Bane's on for an Ocala, and he's about to get his ground boots.
It's interesting to put the eggs in the Bane basket because, like we were talking about before, there's a lot of ways to stop him from channeling his ult. So I don't know how important that is. Tidehunter, interested in wailing on this Queen of Pain, but AA is here to right-click him as well. The Anchor Smash does go off, so not a lot of right-click is going to be hitting him right now.
I haven't looked at this mid lane in a while. Just looking at last hits, the Shadow Fiend is way ahead. It has double the last hits TA does.
And it looks like TA has abandoned it a little bit. Yeah. Maybe not permanently, but just for the time being, she says, "I need a break from this Shadow Fiend."
Gone into the jungle to get some gold.
Yeah, she has a DD bottled, so I think that's what her plans are. She's just kind of wail on some camps, maybe get a stack and DD up and try to get some quick gold.
Yeah, they are putting a lot of eggs in that Bane basket.
Oh, Jubileo, you might get gone on again, sir. Surge doesn't help you when you're relocated. And here comes the spin. Oh! TP's out.
He wised
well
up.
played.
He wised up.
Yep.
Tower is under attack.
That was well played.
And the safe lane for Keed is not going as well as it is for Dilecom. Dilecom is really dominating their safe lane, keeping their Jug farmed up, getting lots of kills on the offlaner, but Keed AA and Queen of Pain just can't quite get a kill on this Tidehunter anymore. Maybe he's getting too tanky, or
he's getting pretty scary now. Quap, it looks like they might be moving Quap into the mid lane.
There's a Nightmare on Shadow Fiend, but Winter Wyvern takes it off. Ray's just barely off the mark, but a good team play. And Quap looks very interested in going on the Shadow Fiend and Winter Wyvern. Oh, Bane's getting a Thunder Strike. He might not survive through this on the side. The Scream comes out, and the Sonic Wave, it hits 2. DDTA is coming to clean up. And Jean Lee wants to kill this Disruptor, but decides to back off. Maybe he'll just float around here for the rune. Oh, and on the top lane, Tidehunter dives the A and manages to kill him.
Did use the
Jean Lee right-clicking Jericho. And he falls to the Scream.
They committed the Ravage for that AA kill.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Wow.
Quite good.
Blade Fury on Jubileo. Oh, excuse me, Omni Slash. I don't know why I want to call it Blade Fury.
Yeah, and still, Dilecom is really getting much out of these engagements. Even though they lost 2 there, the Darkseer just keeps beating their main carry.
Nice little stack nice little stack for the Shadow Fiend. Got sitting on 900 gold. It looks like he's going early mech build, so he's going to go really tanky. He wants to be able to sustain his team. FIFO using that Arctic Burn, and the Glimpse comes out. This could be a kill on +1.
They didn't get rid of the Bane Nightmare fast enough.
No, they did not. He manages to walk away. Bane's a very defensive hero, so he can get away with those kind of tricksy little plays.
So here,
Hugh finds out some wards. Does this hit? Can he see that?
yes, he can, but he didn't walk up far enough to see it.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not. Because it doesn't look like the circle on the Dire Ward is encompassing the Radiant.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend is going to get probably a pretty early mechanism, at least by 15 minutes, so he's going to be a little bit harder to kill. And their right click is a little off the mark on Keyed. I mean, they still have lots of magical burst damage, but I mean, why build a mechanism into an AA? That's odd.
They're
Maybe
like a true position 5.
Oh, the AA?
Yeah, like he's going to be 4 most of the game, I suspect. Well, it doesn't. Do you think he's actually building a mech? He doesn't have any.
No, the Shadow Fiend
Shadow
is.
Fiend, I see.
Yeah.
It's for the tankiness, like it's to help him tank up, and you know the AA is not 6 yet. Probably won't be 6 for another minute or 2. So as soon as the mech comes out, they can get really aggressive and maybe prevent that AA from getting too many levels.
Shadow Fiend popped his ultimate. I'm not sure why, but
I did not see what happened.
I heard it.
And it's not cool.
Yeah, so must be true.
Must be true. So Jug's got his ult. He's looking to grab the. Oh no!
Jubileo's getting glimpsed again. Kinetic field is out. There goes the Omni Slash and the spin out, so he doesn't have to deal with them. Queen of Pain is right there with him. She's got the Sonic Wave. She could end his life. She does. Bane getting right clicked by the Shadow Fiend. Casual raise finds its mark. Disruptor puts down a defensive kinetic field to avoid the Juggernaut illusion. AA ult, a little late to the party, but still trying to support his team from across the map.
Yeah, and the Tidehunter waited until that Ice Blast came out to use his salve. That was really well played. I feel like,
and how?
I feel like, I mean, even though the kills are close, I feel like Dilecom's really coming out on top here. They're only about 1,000 XP up and almost 3,000 net worth up, but I think the longer this game goes, the harder this is going to become for Keyed.
Yeah, we haven't talked about this Juggernaut too much either. He's got drums of endurance. Could go for like a Mask of Madness build if he really wants to. Really output a lot of damage really fast. It looks like they might be going on the Shadow Fiend, but the AA ult is just off the mark. And there's the Bane ult, holding him in place. he has the mechanism delivered while he's getting channeled. Yeah, that could have been a dead courier, but I guess they just weren't fast enough.
Yeah, he was pretty far out there,
Glimpse on Leposa. She has to sit in this Disruptor ultimate. She's not gonna. Almost a defensive nightmare saved her, but not quite. Earn charge out on Jubileo. Oh, he could fall to this. One right click destroys the salve. The TA ult, or excuse me. Oh, Ravage! +1 might want to get out of here. These AA ults are just not finding their mark. It's really unfortunate. Splinter Blast follows up on the Darkseer.
They're really committing. I mean, both teams are really committing a lot for these kills.
Yeah. Shadow Fiend comes back in, but he's got very little souls. Not sure how much damage he's actually going to be able to do if he doesn't have his souls. There's a few souls.
And the
okay.
Jugger on the back end gets a tier 1. So again, Dilecom definitely came out on top of that fight.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a look at this gold swing. Okay, we've got this looks like almost 3,500 in favor of Dilecom, and XP is we'll say about 1,500 in favor of Dilecom. So they've definitely got a strong early game. It's only 13 minutes, and we're over a kill a minute this game. And these AA ults are just all over the place, man.
So it looks
what
like
is going on here?
The Quap is building into a BKB, an early BKB, which is probably a good idea. To avoid getting killed in a Ravage, although the Ravage hasn't been used super effectively yet.
I think it's also to avoid the disruptor spells.
Oh, look at this stack that's
Yep. But the Tide Hunter is just decimating.
Yeah, he's got his Blink Dagger, and now he's got enough gold for his Blink Dagger.
Wow. That's a
Yep, and there it is. That's gonna be really scary for Keith. He can now blink in and just initiate
blow
on
him
every
up.
fight. Yeah, he'll go back to get some life and mana, and probably by the time he comes back out, he'll have his Ravage back
Dire's
up.
middle tower is under attack.
Got TA taking a stack of her own. She's also building into a BKB, it looks like.
Yeah. I wonder what the next big I mean curious what Jug's gonna go for. Disruptor. Flirting with Disaster on a TA who has a DD, but he throws out his ultimate. He's gonna get right click down. But here comes the Omni Slash. He gets it on Bane. Here comes the AA ult. It does finally hit a hero.
Definitely not
Achievement
worth. They're gonna lose.
Achievement unlocked.
Well, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't commit to Roche.
They don't have a lot of lifesteal. I don't think it's going to be Roche anytime soon.
The TA did manage to complete his BKB right before he died, so that's good.
Good on him. That's excellent.
Jug is saving up quite a bit of gold for something. Do you think he goes a Blink Dagger? I mean, I've seen Jugs build Blink Dagger.
Why? They could. I don't know. All I know is AA has a Hand of Midas very shortly. So, despite being super poor and playing like position 6 support, he might be able to recover a little bit. Items really to his name except the brown boots. So.
Yeah, but the Midas will change that a lot, and he'll get quick pulls with it too.
Yeah.
Dilecom's just pushing their advantage, keeping up the pressure on the tier 1s. I suspect that they push into a tier 2 here.
Yeah, they'll force Keed to make a decision. Oh. AOL hits too, so that'll make him think twice about pushing into tier 2.
I don't know, it didn't hit anybody of consequence. Just got the
it is only level 1, so it's not gonna do that much. Oh, here comes the smoke. Now they're all off the map. Keed's Spider Sense should be tingling.
There's actually a Roche going down. Wow, they lost it. They should have gone for it before they got that
Was it TA and Quap just tanking the Roche on their own? Wow, okay. And Quap has an Ags now. So she's going to be screaming all over the place. And it looks like Keed went up into the Radiant Jungle. They were getting aggressive. Gush out on Bane. Shadow Fiend is here to right-click him. There's a raise. Looks like he's holding onto the Ravage. He doesn't want to use it just for a Bane. Drums popped, give a little bit of extra move speed so they can get those right-clicks off. Darkseer trying to hide, gets glimpsed, cancels the TP. Very well played by
the map sense right there was very, very good. They just barely got vision on that Darkseer. who did manage to kill the tier 1 tower. So 17 minutes in, got a Yasha coming out for the Jugger, so he's probably gonna go with an SNY build. Oh, maybe into a Manta. That's probably what he's going to.
Yeah, the XP graph has changed dramatically since that Roche, though. It's only XP, though. The gold is still definitely in favor of Dilecom.
It's another missed Ice Blast. I'm not really sure what he was aiming for there. Just trying to prevent the creeps from pushing back on the lane.
He could be pushing, or he could just be scouting with the AA blasts. The cooldown is not very long on that skill. I mean, it's already on 18 seconds, and then it'll be right back up. So it's a 40-second cooldown, right? So, throw it out, use it to scout. Glimmer Cape on Bane, throws out the Nightmare on the Shadow Fiend, and the Sonic Wave comes out on 3. Fantastic positioning. Jubileo is going to fall. The AA ult barely nicks the Winter Wyvern. Scream, Ravage. Here's the Anchor Smash. Can he right-click him down, though? Juggernaut's coming to clean up with the Omni Slash. TA's shield will be knocked down by that urn. Tidehunter picks up a killing spree. Only the TA left. This is a 3v1, and they're still scared of the TA. She's gushed. The urn is on her.
Well, she's got the
How aggressive does she want to be?
And that's making it pretty hard for them to make the...
She also has an Aegis, so...
Oh yeah, that's what they're scared of. Makes sense, because she could come out and probably kill all 3 of them.
Yeah. She has no blink, though, so... Oh, there's the blink. It'll be coming in soon.
She's done surprisingly well for how much she got killed in the early game. I'm actually really surprised that she's got so much. What is he doing?
Shadow Fiend is running up and taunting, and he might die here. The AA ult is on the mark.
That was nuts.
Deso is going to do work. The rest of the team has to come to support him, and Tidehunter's going to fall because of it. All right, Juggernaut. And Shadow Fiend falls on the side to the Queen. Looks like a Sonic Wave was used. Juggernaut spinning to win. Back in. Tries to hit the Quap, but he can't. The wall is dropped, and a glimpse is out on Zhuan Li. Bit of a fight behind the tier 1 now, trying to go uphill. Glimmer Cape is used to try and survive, but will Winter Wyvern... She does have the Arctic Burn to fly over the trees. And Keed decides... And the Courier gets killed? I missed out on that. I don't know what happened there.
That was a terrible fight. It looked so good right up until that point when the Shadow Fiend just went right into an Aegis TA. I don't know what they were thinking. They lost the tier 1 and now they're going to lose the tier 2 for it.
And terrible. He taunted. It's really confusing.
Gold graph went from a 4,000 gold advantage down to 1,000 gold. Like, it was a 3,000 gold swing. It's crazy. Like, he had no souls. He had no... No way to kill that TA, especially twice.
And now he's building a Manta, so
must have been a miscommunication or something.
Hopefully that'll give him the stats he needs to start doing what he wants to do.
Jugger does get his Manta, and so the split push will be super real now.
Yeah, he does have his Manta, so. Bane has a Glimmer Cape, so that's been doing a little bit of work for him. Who else? I swear, does Winter Wyvern have a Glimmer Cape as well? Yeah, she does. Excellent.
Tia picks up her Blink Dagger, and that's gonna get kind of scurry.
Yeah, a little scurry.
Looks like the Darkseer might be saving up for the Arcane. Same thing. Guardian Greaves.
Guardian Greaves?
Yeah. Which will probably change this team fight quite a bit.
Definitely.
Without Dilecom's ability to heal with the Ice Blasts, they'll really change fights.
A blast will be just a little off the mark, but we'll give a little vision of Hyo. So we'll see. Take a look at what everyone is seeing here. Okay, so Dilecom's getting interested in this AA. They use the drums to try to chase, but looks like they'll just be contented to push. And TA mid, she can take this tower very quickly. So she can take this and TP back in, and they can try to fight.
Radiant's middle tower is
She's taking it. The creeps will do some damage to the tier 3s on the high ground. They have a fortify. They will use it. Let's see if they try to contest this fight. Is the AA hit gonna do 90% of the work? Not a lot of work. They're not going in on it. They do smoke though.
Yeah, they wanna fight this. All right.
It looks like both teams are, after that last ridiculous engagement, it looks like both teams are kind of taking their time, and I think Shadow Fiend just completely revealed that he's there invisible by raising those creeps. So I think his greed is getting the better of him.
It looks like the Shadow Fiend's also going Manta, so they want to go for a strong push build for both their carries. I feel like Shadow Fiend probably needs more tank and less kind of split push ability. He'll get the damage, and Manta is the right choice here.
Or maybe a Yules instead of a Manta, so he has that move speed. He can lock down one of the enemy team members.
There's so many mana boots around the map. It's crazy.
Yeah, everyone has mana boots except Bane. He just wants a Glimmer Cape. He's fine. Just a Glimmer Cape. Everyone's got mana this game. Darkseer makes a hasty retreat from that mid lane once he sees who's coming out of the fog.
Yeah, it looks like Dilecom wants to fight. They're continuing to put some pressure around the map to try and get a pick off. But they just don't have much vision. They have very little aggressive vision, and Keita definitely has the vision.
Yeah, definitely. I think Dilecom wants to get a pick-off or two or get a team fight, and Keita's just kind of playing really defensively, staying back, farming up a little bit. I think the farm game is definitely in favor of Dilecom, but since they're roaming as 5 and trying to get kills or get a team fight, it's not working out for them.
Yeah, they are wasting a lot of time just walking across the map.
Yeah, Juggernaut just picked up that Blink Dagger, so I guess you super called it.
Yes, I haven't seen him use his Manta yet, which is kind of weird. Maybe he'll use it here.
He'll use it here to attack the tower, hopefully. Maybe it's defensive.
Saving it for an Orchid, but the Quap went for Ags first, so she's going to be getting an Orchid at soon.
Yeah.
She's got Ags BKB.
The A-Blast is going to hit 2. I mean, Dilecom is taking towers, and they still have 2 on the map. Keed only has 1. It looks like Keed doesn't want to fight them. They don't want to 5-man them, so Dilecom is content to just kind of wander around the map and do what they want.
Yeah, the team fight from Dilecom is pretty scary. However, the Quap has the BKB and going and with a good vacuum could get an excellent scream on. Like I feel like their team fight right now is a little bit stronger than Dilecom's.
And they have an aggressive smoke. They have the low ground in the river, but they don't want to fight. Bane's hiding in the Roche pit. Oof. You almost didn't get away from that one, Johnny.
That was very close.
They're
just gonna retreat.
Yeah, I think that's very telling of this game right now, is that Keed did an aggressive smoke into the river and did not feel comfortable taking that fight, even though they were smoked up. I mean, they got revealed in kind of a bad spot.
Well, there are only 3 of them as well.
Yeah, well, I don't think they want to fight. I think they want to kind of play defensively and be careful.
Yeah, they're trying. So the A is trying to set up Quap ults to kill this Jugger.
Yeah, Queen is hiding in the trees. Has a TP. Darkseer's pushing top. He's got a nice farm mechanic. Those ion shells can really secure him a lot of gold when he needs to. So, you know, he's died quite a few times, but he still has a mech and mana boots and a soul ring. And he's not. Let's see. Let's check his net worth, huh?
He's getting very close to the Guardian Graves.
Yeah, he's about halfway on the chart of everyone on net worth, so he's not doing too bad for, you know, someone who got a little bit wrecked on the bottom lane. And Queen is still just sitting here in the trees. What is she doing? She's just not comfortable enough to get out of here.
Under attack.
And Dilecom dewarding Roche, popping his Lincolns. They're ready to go on this.
The Quap went back to base. They may not contest this.
They gotta get there fast if they want to. AA ult is available. Was that a smoke?
I don't know who popped it. The Tidehunter might have been forcing the reveal to know who's up there. Yeah.
TA has a DD. This could be scary for them. Wow. TA applied like the most minimal amount of pressure. Oh, she's invisible now.
Ooh, she's not careful. She's gonna get. Oh, she gets caught.
She baited that mech quite handily, and now this pause is coming out at the most inopportune time. So I want to call out that TA put like the most minimal amount of pressure on their Roche and forced them out of it. She did very little. She just kind of showed herself here in the jungle. I can't. Drawing is hard.
Well,
she just showed herself in the jungle.
I think Dilecom was hoping to catch her out and kill her. That's really what they wanted.
Yeah, and watch out for this AA ult. They are very grouped up, and he's very far away.
Looks like he's working on an Ags.
Yeah, that's what you want. That Ags is a serious business, man. Oh, he already sent it. It's already inbound. I didn't even see. There it is.
Oh yeah, that could be bad. It's at a little bit of a weird angle. It looks like it might be hitting in the jungle, right? Yeah, it totally is.
It's gonna hit right. Oh wait, no, it's gonna hit right here. That's where it's gonna hit. It might catch him. It might be big enough. We'll see. Here it comes. Pause is going down. Here comes the AA ult. Hits the tide, but they lose the TA in the meantime. And I don't know if the rest of the team is willing to go in on this if they don't have the TA to back them up. Bane uses his Glimmer Cape, but to no avail, he's still going to fall.
Did they have vision? Does somebody have gem? I don't know how they caught in there with the Glimmer Cape on. With the fate time. Oh yeah, okay, so Disruptor has the gem. And off the back of that fight, they're gonna take Roche, which is excellent. Yeah, that was a big network swing. 1,000 gold. The TA was very aggressive there, kind of overcommitted to the Shadow Fiend.
AA throwing out his ult again, but really it just tickles a little bit. It's not strong enough to do any damage of consequence. He doesn't have the Ags.
The Tide Hunter bottles the double damage.
I saw that. I'm surprised the Shadow Fiend didn't get it. Shadow Fiend man-moding Quap, but her scream is right in his face. How much work are those Manta Illusions going to do?
Oh.
The Rays just barely missed her.
That was so
wow.
close.
He's got the Aegis.
Yeah.
He's turned into Daredevil, the man with no fear.
So he's got four grand in the bank. What does he go for? I still
Scotty.
I still think Scotty's the best choice here. But he's
Definitely.
just kind of hanging on to it. Oh.
Is that an Ags Froth?
No, I don't think so. He doesn't
no. Not yet. It was just a casual... He's putting him on timeout. You have to stay in the fountain longer.
Couple extra seconds.
So
I think this 30-minute mark is where the tide is really going to change. Not to use a bad pun, but I think that Dilecom is really going to start to accelerate here. The Jugger just got a basher, and I think he needs to try and end this game soon. And I don't think that they have the ability to push towers anymore. So unless they get a really good vacuum wall screen AA blast combo, I don't know. I think they're in their window is closing.
Yeah, the Wombo combo is very much needed for Team Keed. So we'll see what happens. I mean, TA is a slippery little lady though. She can do some work if she wants to. We'll see.
But with that gem, she's going to be in much worse shape.
That's true. The vision game is strong. Here comes AA blast. It's gonna hit the Shadow Fiend. TA's not interested though. The creep wave is not in her favor. Queen is here to support her if needed.
Yeah, I think the timing is just really off with this with these AA blasts.
Offensive Glimmer Cape on Vestius, just so he can go use his Midas. Nice. It's a nice little stack there too. Dilecom is setting up shop in the Keed jungle, kind of taking away a bit of their resources. I haven't seen a Ravage in a long time either. The level 2, so that stun time is what, 2.32 seconds? 290 damage? That's nothing to scoff at.
All Dilecom is hanging on to a lot of gold. The Tidehunter has 3k gold. He'll probably be working on a refresh, I would expect. Now that he's got his
He could.
stuff.
Definitely possible.
just a lot of gold sitting around the map. Like all of Keed is standing on quite a bit of gold, except for the AA, and all of Dilecom is sitting on a lot of gold. So I guess they're saving for buyback before they get their big items.
It's very possible. I'm curious what Laposa on the TA is going to get. She's got 3,200. What do you get on a TA after Dessa? I guess you could go AC.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, increase your armor and reduce theirs even more.
Yeah, I'm not a big.
Unless Queen's gonna build it. I don't know.
I mean, an Orchid would be a really big item in this game for one of them. Maybe Laposa goes for like a Shiva's or a
Dire's bottom
Sheepstick.
tower is under attack.
All right, a little bit of a base race right now. Laposa's trying to attack that tower, while all of Dilecom is pushing the bottom tier 3. AA Blast is on the mark, does a little bit of work, but do they have the follow-up to do anything about it? Shadow Fiend is just right-clicking the tower. He just doesn't care. He has the Aegis. There's a vacuum and a wall, but what is it really going to accomplish?
They got the tier 3 and they forced back all of Dilecom. The TA is much faster at pushing towers than Dilecom to Shadow Fiend. Just doesn't have a lot of damage right now.
Yeah, TA manages to take that tower. Dilecom doesn't manage to take the bottom. Do some healthy damage to it. It's down to 472.
Yeah, but she took the melee racks down half, which will regenerate. So maybe that
halfway down?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's going to regenerate, and it may have been for naught. She might have wasted her time there.
You know what TA should buy? BOTs.
Yeah.
Go split push. Split push, blink.
Yeah, that would really mess with Dilecom strategy here.
Yeah.
So Keed is still managing to take objectives regardless of their they're pretty far behind. The net worth chart has been all over the place in the last 10 minutes. Pause in the news right now.
Yeah, mine too. That's really fabulous, isn't it?
The XP is all over the place too. Looks like Keed is still ahead in XP. I think that's mostly because of the AAs. It is.
Yeah, he's popped up to 7.7 on the net worth chart, so not too bad.
Disruptor and the Winter Wyvern are falling behind a little bit.
All right, coming off pause. Disruptor is a little far forward. This TA might want to go on him, but Shadow Fiend shows his face, so I think she's going to think differently. Queen of Pain cruising down in the bottom lane. Bane kind of in a support position, but Tidehunter coming up behind them.
Yeah,
is he going to cut the wave or just grab a TP? He might just cut the wave. Be a good way to stop her push.
They can see him.
He's just kind of holding still, taking some casual damage before staffing out. He delayed the wave a little bit, but still a lot of damage. And it seems like Dilecom is having a really hard time responding to these split pushes. Like, Queen of Pain is just casually attacking this tower, and Jug and Shadow Fiend are just up in the jungle, and Keed is really making them play the, oh my, oh, she is hiding. I think she's waiting for the AA blast. Is it gonna happen though? She is high. Is she stuck? She looks like she's jittering a whole lot. Oh my. Oof. Hold your breath, Queen.
Yeah, they haven't been able to see her yet. Oh, they keep getting really close.
Do they know she's there?
They suspect it seems like. They're waiting for her to come out.
Does seem like maybe.
She does have a TP, so she can just get out. Oh.
Cruising right past Jericho. They know where she blinked. They want to go on her, but this is just a... Oh, you know what? This is just a distraction to let TA push.
She's wasting so much of their
time.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
So it looks like TA might be going for crit, or maybe we could see a divine.
Yeah. Let's see, we got MKB is not. I mean, if the Shadow Fiend reveals that he's building a butterfly, then MKB sounds like a great idea. But oh, he has a butterfly, so yeah, it's probably an MKB. Big scream on Hui Hui Hui. Glimmercape barely keeping him alive. Cold Embrace healing him up just a little bit. Queen of Pain still playing the hide and go seek game with them.
Yeah, and they're just unable to catch her.
Yeah.
Wasting a lot of their time, and in the meantime, look at this. Look at these racks.
They are exposed.
If they
I don't know.
manage to find a fight, the Jug has a lot. He's got his Abyssal Blade now, and Shadow Fiend is going to be working on that Scotty. They just have no way to catch any of the slippery heroes at the moment.
The right click from Dilecom is strong. It's pretty scary, but if Keed just you got to catch them all, you know. And if Keed can't catch them all, Professor Oak is going to be very disappointed.
Has been killed.
Ooh, blink onto Courier. That's a big kill. 4,100.
I don't know what was on there, but it was a lot. It was probably part of the Scotty for the Shadow Fiend.
Probably.
Yeah, it totally was. It's probably most of the Scotty for the Shadow Fiend because he's down to 12.
And they know TA's down here. They know she's pushing the tower, but they're not responding. Okay, we've got Jugger coming in. He's blinking.
Yeah, they're going for a fighting build, and Keed knows their number. Like, they know that they can just kind of slide away.
Mm-hmm. The only dark side to this, to play Sith's advocate, is that the Darkseer and the Bane are not getting much. The AA is in the jungle with his Midas. He's still, he's got his Ags now. He's been able to get some money, but Darkseer and Bane are not really participating in anything because they're kind of close-up heroes. And speaking of which, they are smoking and they want to do something, but they haven't been getting much for the past 2 to 3, maybe 5 minutes. Darkseer has his blink in his mech, though. I guess we'll see what happens.
On top of the supports for Dilecom.
TA is waiting in the shadows. If Disruptor comes and sees her, she is very dead. Here's the AA ult. Is it gonna hit? It hits 2, and LaPorta is gonna play cleanup. Ravage hits on 3, but doesn't do much. There's Blade Fury to run away. Gets locked down by Bane, though. That's 3 down.
This could easily be the game.
Yes, this definitely could. Glimpse onto the Shadow Fiend. He uses the Manta. Disruptor comes in, tries to put cleanup, but so far it's a 4-0, and Dilecom is missing 3 buybacks on their team, so we'll see what Key do with this advantage. They could go get Roche, or they could try to go push high ground. They're very hurt. Everyone's licking their wounds a little bit. It looks like Queen really wants to push this tower, and TA is going to support from the mid. Maybe she can take down those racks while Queen distracts.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they didn't commit to this tier 3.
Top tower is under
half of the team is going to be back up on Dilecom, and it looks like they're not even going to get it.
Huh?
That's a really strange decision. I mean, with that team fight, they definitely should have gotten at least 2 buildings.
Well, a lot of them were very hurt. Laposa is pretty hurt. The only one who really came out of that vaguely unscathed was Zhongli, the Queen of Pain, so could have been not wanting to bite off more than you can chew. I know the Darkseer was really hurt. He was totally limping back to base, and now they can get a Roche if they really want. She did get that MKB, so.
Oh, this is dangerous.
There's no Ravage. There is a Force Staff. He could get in there with an Anchor Smash. Laposa pops her BKB, but will it be enough? They decide to put all their money in the bank on the Roche. Laposa really wants that Aegis. Disruptor ult comes out, vacuum wall in the door of the Roche pit. Snatched Aegis by Juggernaut. Jubileo gets glimpsed back. He's in the kinetic field. He's going to take a lot of damage here.
are under attack.
The creeps are doing some work on the racks here, but not enough.
That was a big overcommitment on Keith's part. They didn't have enough damage to take the Roche down before all of Dilecom showed up. And they even saw them coming in with this Dire Ward right here.
Zhongli blows up the Juggernaut with Shiva's Scream. So Disruptor threw down a really great vacuum wall, but Juggernaut just blinked into the pit. He didn't even have to deal with the wall.
Yeah. It did.
Good
Good
timing on his part.
The illusions were doing quite a bit, but it just wasn't.
Yeah, Juggernaut has an Abyssal Blade now, and his damage is getting real nasty.
If he manages to catch the Quap, she will die.
Yes. If he can catch her, ever. Tidehunter now has the gem. He's a little tankier than the Disruptor.
Sure.
That is a overextended courier if I've ever seen one. It looks like Kita's going into defensive mode.
Yeah, this Jug has just so much farm.
TA is only 2,000 behind him.
Yeah, but TA is not going to scale. Oh no.
She gets glimpsed back. Vacuum wall is out. Disruptor ult is down. Shadow Fiend blows up. Tries to take anyone he can before the Jug falls. Winter Wyvern desperately trying to get to the high ground to avoid. There's your Ravage on Leposa and Jianli. On the side, Huihui is fighting Jubileo. It's a fight everywhere. Here comes the Scream. Blows up the Tidehunter. It's a 3-for-1. AA is down. So a good defense from Keed. Queen of Pain popping the Scream and the Shivas. Can she chase him down? Bane is there to support. He doesn't have his ultimate, but he can definitely nuke him. There goes the gem. Disruptor trying to get out. Good hit from Leposa, but not enough to bring him down. He does safely TP away.
Another sloppy fight from Dilecom. They keep losing way too much for the little bit that they're gaining from it. They got the AA on the back end. There were kind of two fights going on. Well.
Yeah, kind of split into two here.
Regeneration.
They had a great Aegis, and then they split up and allowed Juggernaut to get killed by the Quap solo. And the TA just keeps getting bigger and bigger. She's got him shard.
Oh my. Let's see this attack speed. Wow. Whack, whack, whack. Shooting lasers out of her hands.
Oh, man. Supports have to be careful. This Tidehunter could get himself killed right here.
Depends on how confident Leposa is in getting this kill. There's a lot of the enemy team around her right now. They don't have the gem anymore. AA ult comes out. It's gonna nick two. Leposa pops the BKB. Here comes the Shiva's Guard and the Vacuum Wall. That just lets Leposa get more kills. Sonic Wave is a little off the mark as they were already dead. Huihui is falling to the AA ult. And they get the Courier on the side. No worth, but that's a gone Courier. And the only two left, the Buddy Cop movie, Shadow Fiend and Juggernaut. Thelma and Louise ride it to the end. Here they go. Shadow Fiend is able to clear out the creeps, but still a lot of damage to the tower. Ultimate on Juggernaut from the Bane. He falls. There's a Shiva's Vacuum, but Shadow Fiend can't do much about it. He's stuck in the Nightmare now. And it looks like Keed is just focusing on the racks. Juggernaut's bought back. He's going to come in. Maybe he'll get a good blink Omni. Leposa doing work on those barracks. Juggernaut is just not confident to go in on this.
He's got no support.
Here he goes.
I think
he's getting ready for it.
They need all of their heroes in on this. And after two racks...
There's the Omni. They'll be able to take down Leposa. Almost defensive Nightmare will keep him alive. Leposa, she's stealth. She's right-clicking, but it's not enough. Shadow Fiend blows his ult. There's the Ravage, and here's the cleanup crew. Just the right engagement they needed. They lost a lot of their base, though. And everyone on Keed has buybacks. They need to push forward and take these buybacks away from them.
I think that was too little, too late. They let Keed just run all over them in two team fights in a row. And now they're losing all kinds of buildings.
Let's see if they push down mid. If they can force some buybacks, it will be very helpful. Not saying it's a magic bullet, but it will be helpful.
It was a 5,000, almost 6,000 gold swing.
Really?
Actually, it was.
Wow.
No, 5,000. Not 50,000.
All right, Juggernaut has a DD, so he's ready to go.
Heat is up by 10,000 now. Like, Dilecom has let him get completely out of control.
There's the vacuum to the low ground. Buyback from Queen. TA is saving her money, though. That's a glimpse on Jubileo, but they're not doing much with it. The high ground defense from Keat is very strong. Juggernaut trying to do some work to these barracks over here, but...
So we were both wrong about that courier. It had a butterfly for the Shadow Fiend on it. He's just holding on to like a casual open mode. But
Shadow Fiend has his butterfly.
Yeah,
I'm confused.
that was on the courier that they killed that was worth 4,100.
Oh, that's what was on
and
there.
the
Got it.
Once she killed the courier, had already gotten an FKD. So
Interesting.
Not doing the Shadow Fiend really any good now.
Maybe she just knew. She just knew he was gonna.
Yeah, I seen what was on the courier when we did.
Yeah, and then she buys her BOTs, so now they can just kind of play a slow siege game, and Keed has a huge advantage right now. Dilecom really needs to be able to play defensively against this slow siege if they want to do it. And it's going to be very difficult.
And the TA just continues to take as much of their farm as she possibly can. I don't see Dilecom getting out of this. I was saying how easy it was going to be after 40 minutes for Dilecom, but they've just thrown so many fights the way to Keat.
Mm-hmm.
That bottom tier 3 fight on the Dire side was probably really what turned the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Keed getting the better of these engagements. Definitely.
They're also using the map a lot better. They're farming a lot better. We were talking earlier about how Dilecom was just roaming around the map S5, and I think that's really perfect.
Yeah, I think the Shiva's on the Queen of Pain is doing a lot of work as well. Not in the sense that they're right-clicking her and taking the debuff, that she's offensively using the Shiva's Guard and getting big freezes off. The vacuums have been on point too. We're talking like 4 to 5 man vacuums from Jubileo, even though he's died so much in the beginning of the game. It's really turning it around, and now he has a Scythe of Ice. Excuse me. Scythe of Ice. So that's going to be a little piggy running around that's not going to be doing anything.
Dilecom is doing a 4 Protect 1 strategy where they're all hanging back kind of out of vision, trying to bait somebody out with the Jugger, but I don't think they can afford to do this. They can't push fast enough. The Jugger went for a very, very fight build rather than kind of a wave clear build.
Mm-hmm.
And he's hardly ever using his Manta. So it's always off the board. I just say that.
You're just cursing everything today.
If they take this late in the game,
wow.
If Dilecom takes a good fight, they could push the win. They could just throw.
Roche just popped, so if Keed dominates this Roche and then just kind of plays slowly.
Yeah, and Keed knows it's there, whereas Dilecom is in the dark. They have no vision on that side of the map because they've given away two gems now.
I think they bought another one, and Winter Wyvern has it, so they've only given away one.
Blessings.
Bane doesn't have one.
Yeah,
Queen does. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, so only 2 gems on the field. And AA can probably just man mode this Roche all she wants. She's max level. She's got some sweet items. She'll probably look to eat that Moon Shard soon and buy something else. AC? That's something really something major.
The AC would really screw up the minus armor from Shadow Fiends.
Mm-hmm. And Shadow Fiend just doesn't have the initiation he needs. His Requiem just isn't gonna do work. It's basically a defensive Requiem. He needs to have like a Yule's or a Blink or some kind of Shadow Blade. I mean, if you don't, I'm not the end-all be-all expert on this, but I think he's really lacking.
Yeah, and he
lacking
like
that.
Jugger went for the team fight build. The right-click single target build because he's got a Daedalus now.
I think he'll be building that Scotty soon. He's got to save for buyback, but that's next on his list. And Key just eating the jungle of Dilecom, just getting the extra farm where they need it, whereas Dilecom just has to stay back, defend against some supers, and get not nearly as much gold.
This is exactly what Key needs to do right now. Just keep choking off their lanes, and the Jug's not going to be getting as much farm as he needs.
He does have an AC now, though, so even more right click coming from the Jugs. He's a force to be reckoned with.
Got a defensive Mystic, or not Mystic, but Glimmer Cape from the Disruptor to lay down that ward right now. Just to get them a little vision, because they have nothing except for this really aggressive ward in the Dire base, which is not doing
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. If you look at their vision, it's very scary. Whereas Keat has a very comfortable vision, comfortable lanes, comfortable creep equilibrium. They're just kind of going to go into autopilot, I guess.
There are 2 sheep sticks on the Dire now, and 2 Shivas. The Darkseer picked up another one. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a refresher on the clock. I
Radiant's
thought she also
bottom
got a
tower
sheep stick.
is under attack.
Oh wow.
But we got a sheep stick on the AA and a sheep stick on the Darkseer.
Yeah, but that Tidehunter has a Shivas as well. So
I don't know that Dilecom can fight into this. Like they're gonna have pigs all over the place, and
it's a lot of major items are going to be in play, and I think anyone could win the team fight if it turns out to be a slobber knocker, because there's going to be so much going on.
just fed the courier to the Dire again.
Was that Radiant Courier?
That was the Scotty.
It was 3,300. Oh gosh. I mean, the fight is going to be really hectic, and it's going to be who keeps their cool and who doesn't, and really who Keat is locking down with their Scythe of Ice, and who they get that vacuum wall on.
Dilecom just isn't respecting map position at all. That's the 3rd courier to go down, and now Leposa has a boost of travel up 2. So if you go on, like when a team fight starts, she can TP right onto that team fight and just blow everyone up.
Yeah, I think she's just going to hang out here in the bottom lane.
Until a fight breaks out, for sure.
Yeah, she's going to play like an Ember Spirit, just hang out in the bottom lane and, Remnant or TP boots in.
I think we're probably going to see a fight pretty soon here to determine the Dire side winning this game.
Alright, everyone, place your bets. TJ Sneak's calling it. Which makes me think that they'll actually lose because you've been cursing everything this game.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a Juggernaut blink onto Jubileo, and he is just getting right-clicked down. He can do nothing. +1 is out of position here. Still gets right-clicked down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Well, the
attack.
distraction is real because Leposa is right-clicking this tower really hard. A lot of attacks. Now she's TPing out, so she doesn't get ruined.
That was a really good fight from Dilecom. They took advantage of the split of Keat. I don't know. I'm not really sure how they saw the.
Oh, I didn't see the AA fault as well.
Yeah, he died up by the Ancients. I'm not sure how they saw that, but they might have been distracting it. I don't think that Dilecom can get anything off of this pretty good pickoffs. Indeed.
Just a little bit more gold and a little bit more breathing room for just a few minutes. I think it's going to be a temporary breather, and they need to be very wary. Those are the kind of picks they need, though.
Sure.
I mean, that's like the best case scenario. Unless, other than getting a magical team wipe, but I don't think that's going to happen unless there's some serious confusion.
Very violent gold swing back in the favor of Dilecom. Yeah, they went from 10,000 gold lead to now it's just a 4,000 gold lead on Keat.
Yeah, I think Jubileo was a little far forward, but he had that blink dagger, and Juggernaut just jumped in really quickly and right-clicked him and popped his Manta, and he just couldn't survive. It was very fast reflexes from the Juggernaut.
Jug's got boots of travel now too, but I'm not sure how he uses them aggressively without
Juggernaut and Shadow Fiend, and he's got a Scotty, so.
All in all, very weird builds from Dow. I feel like
It's
they
gonna
went for a team fight, and then they're like, "Oh no, we can't do that. Now we have to split push," and then went back into team fight.
Yeah, this might be another 20-something minutes actually.
Yeah.
If the pacing stays the way it is.
Scotty finally gets delivered for the Shadow Fiend. So he was probably responsible for at least 2 of those courier kills. Might be having a little bit of a talk with their stand-in.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 courier kills, right? He's sneaking around behind the Bane. Bane gets glimpsed all the way back. Defensive Shadow, excuse me, Glimmer Cape, but it just isn't enough. Because the gem on Tide. Tide also has a refresher, so this could just be the end of. Oh yeah, now we pause. The refresher on Jug could be serious business though.
I don't know. Like the Disruptor and the Tide don't have TP scrolls, and I'm fairly certain that the push from Keed at this point is much better.
They might. I mean, Dilecom might just try to go for Throne or Team Wipes.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that TA could push it faster than King.
Don't underestimate this Ravage. I mean, that's 2 Ravages. That's 4.5 seconds.
Right. But everybody's out of the base. Like, there's not going to be a fight here. It could be a base race, and I don't think Dilecom can get heroes back fast enough to contest this bottom lane.
So you think they're just going to base race it?
I don't think they can base race either. I'm pretty sure TA is going to push much faster than they can. And
she will definitely push hard.
Well, and they have the Dire has a glyph. Keed has a glyph. They do. This is a lot of commitment. Hoping that Keed is in their base. They do only see the TA, so there's that.
AC will help against the towers.
Yeah. It looks like the AA. I would guess that the AA goes back, or maybe even just snipes from here. It'd be a big blast.
Yeah, it would. And Shadow Fiend has a Scotty still hitting like a truck, so... Alright, let's see what happens, folks. Dilecom going up high ground. They take down that tower very quickly. They're doing a little bit of casual damage to the barracks, but not nearly enough as Laposa gets the Abyssal on her from the Juggernaut. He's doing a lot of work. He's spinning to win it, and he takes her down with the help of Freefo on the side.
That is amazing. They got that so fast. They still have Naked Rax on the bottom lane.
And the creeps are pushing in top.
Jug is not controlling his illusions.
He doesn't need him. Too manly for him.
Man, this game is surprisingly balanced. There's been some clear advantage situations, and
I think Jug needs to pick himself up a Moonshard.
Tide might have gotten himself in trouble. He blinked in.
Tide in a nightmare. The glimpse comes out on +1 just to get him out there so they don't have to deal with him. Huehue protecting his buddy Jericho. Juggernaut TP's in. Lets Keed know that he's there, and he won't let them push around his supports.
I mean, in 3 minutes' time, this game has gone from a clear Keed victory back, swinging back the other way.
Queen of Pain might go on the Shadow Fiend. No, she just wants to farm. And he's on the low ground. She might see him.
We are now at an even golden XP grab.
Really?
Yeah. 10,000
Fantastic.
Swing, 12,000 XP swing back, and a 10,000.
Wow, look at that Shadow Fiend. He is just destroying that barracks. Look at this right click. Boom, done. There's a vacuum into the creeps and a Splinter Blast, but Juggernaut blinks forward with an aggressive slash. The Ravage off the mark.
Yeah, because there was a BKB there. But he's got a refresher that's up that he can right now.
So the glimpse pops the BKB to avoid the glimpse, it seems, but still gonna get hit. Sonic Wave on the side. Another Sonic Wave with the refresher orb. That's 3 for 2, but a buyback on Keed.
Again, overextension by Dilecom, overestimating their ability to towers.
Strong mid-Rax take, but where do you go from here? That's 4 down. Tide's the only one up. Can't get home fast.
And we don't like there's buybacks on 3, so Shadow Fiend's the only one without buyback because he doesn't have enough gold.
TA pushing the bottom lane. Keed smell blood in the water. Yep, there we go. Alright, there's a Juggernaut buyback. Is that enough to dissuade Keed from pushing?
I wouldn't think so. The Disruptor and the Winter Wyvern are back in a couple of seconds, so they might be able to defend this.
Leposa has a casual trap up there, but he might fall the same way he did before. Abyssal Blade comes out onto him, but that's the Ravage! That's going to give them the time they need to clean everyone up. There's a Courier just kind of hanging out, watching the fight. Still manages to get out. AA ult, just barely off the mark. Good blink from John Lee. AA TP's out. Blink off cooldown. Blink, but glimpsed all the way back. That is a dead Quap.
So was that was not a dieback from Quap. She's got buybacks though.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a dieback from anybody.
No diebacks. If Jug had... It was it?
Yeah.
If Jug had died, it would have been a dieback. But...
I mean, I don't think Keith will be happy with that.
Dilecom just barely holding on in this game, huh?
Yeah. The gold graph has swung back into Dilecom's favor for the first time in like half an hour.
What do you do with Juggernaut now? Like, what else can he build? It's got a Lincoln's now.
Scotty? What's the Lincoln's get?
And the Lincoln's is revealed. Bane is still locking him down though, and TA comes in and just right-clicks the hell out of him. Well played by Bane to pop that Lincoln's before committing the ultimate.
Second time when they've taken a great fight and Jug gets caught out, that's a dieback from him. He was all alone in that bottom lane.
Yeah, he is gone for at least over a minute. So, and he seems to be the only one who's able to kill this TA. So she's gonna run rampant for a little while. Roche is up.
Yeah, I think they just pushed the win here. I'm surprised that they're taking Roche. Guess it'll fall fast, but they're giving Jugs a chance to come back up before they can take that last lane of Rags.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
Odd decisions all around. All around.
Into the diet forever.
She drops
All
her
right.
dagger to get the Aegis.
Well, would you drop BKB?
I don't know. It is a 5-second BKB. I think I probably would. The initiation potential of the Blink Dagger is just too big, and the escape potential of the Blink Dagger is too big. Because they've gotten every gem basically that's Dilecom's bought. And she's all alone. I don't know.
She's all alone.
Jugs isn't up, so I'm not sure that they can take this.
Queen of Pain is TPing in. She's got those booties, so Leposa might be the bait now. Well, the BKB might keep him safe from the Ravage. Here's the glimpse and the kinetic field. Vacuum wall is on the mark. Can Leposa make the most of this grouped up team? There's a scream from Juan Lee, a second scream. He's got his BKB, it goes off cooldown, he defensively blinks away. And there's the Ravage. Jubileo is holding still, +1, had locked down the Shadow, but it didn't work. The right clicks with the Scotty. Shadow Fiend is gonna fall, he's gonna immediately buy back. Juan Lee needs to get out again. That's the second time she's gone in with the BKB and blinked out successfully. Tidehunter is chasing her on the side, he might catch her. That's gonna be almost megas for Keed though, even though they lose a lot of their team members.
So many sloppy fights in this game. The only reason that gold swing was in Keed's favor is because the Shadow Fiend fought back and it cost them a lot.
They did get the racks. Yeah, there's only one more racks left to get.
Yeah, and
before they have megas.
And the outcome, I think, is in a good place to push pretty hard here.
Yeah. Think this is a push to win.
Yeah, the Quap and the AA are the only ones that can buy back, and they're up. So I guess there's that, but they've got 60 seconds to dump with the AA that they can just they're gonna push the win.
This could just be game.
As they should. They're doing exactly what they should.
Quap comes in with a scream and a Shiva's, but she falls to the Juggernaut Omni Slash.
Where's the Shadow Fiend go?
Attacking the naked Ancient.
Why is it the Shadow Fiend hitting
There's
the
the Ravage and the Shivas. Quap has to retreat. Vestius also has to retreat. There's a Lotus Orb on Vestius. They don't want to cast anything on him. Big scream from Jean Lee. Requiem goes out after death.
Where was the chef feed in that?
It looks like the game is gonna go to Dilecom.
Wow. Wow.
You cursed Keed. It's your fault.
I had nothing to do with that. That was crazy. Like, the amount of throwing in that game was nuts.
It's Dota is a game of passion, my friend.
Yeah. I hate to say that, but man.
All right. I'm 71 with New Meta Media. This has been the Join Dota League Season 8 group stage, and I think I'm going to have my friend DJ Sneak play us out.
Yeah, if you liked what you saw, follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/newmetamedia. You can also catch us on Twitter at NMMDota. Thanks for watching, and we'll be in for Game 2 very shortly.